What is going on, bruh? Let's see how this is. I do not be getting this stuff, boy. Stop be playing with me, guys. Welcome back to Petty Hour. I'm your host, Natalie. In today's live, we are talking about the highly anticipated topic. Is it okay to protect your peace and go ghost on somebody? Or is that immature? You already know your girl is gonna come in with the facts. I'm gonna come in with the facts, guys. I didn't plan on going live talking about the subject that we were talking about, but we're going to get into it. So, disclaimer, the number for the petty hour line, I used to have this number back in the day, right? It's a Google mobile number, it's a Google voice number. So, a couple weeks ago, someone messaged me talking about, hey, and I said, oh, this is probably somebody from the petty committee. You feel me? So I finally got around to responding back saying, hey, today. And when he said, hey, back, he was like, do you know who I am? And I'm like, bro, no, I don't. He says his name, and I'm like, oh, no, I'm not interested. So I responded and told him, oh, this is who this is. You know what? You have a good one. I'm not interested. Not in 1,000 years would I think he would respond back with, well, how are you doing? How am I doing? Like, is you done? Like, what don't you get? If someone tells you to have a good one, I'm not interested. That means to me that I'm not interested. And y'all already know my block game's strong, right? My block game is stronger than on Mortal Kombat. What's that dude's name? Liu Kang. Y'all remember Liu Kang when he came through with the bicycle kick? Block. My block game stronger than that, so I didn't even entertain that, man. But it's just like I have not talked to this dude in 12 or 13 years. You're telling me you sporadically cleaning out your number. You sporadically have a number I had from 12 years ago. And this is the main reason why I stopped talking to him. I stopped talking to him because we both at that time were both managers at McDonald's. I literally talked to him briefly and then I got with my husband, right? Right. So, bruh, the manager owed me money and I've always been a debit card kind of gal. So I remember one day he gave me the money and bruh, I get ready to go to pay cash and I look at the strip in the back. Me being a McDonald's manager, what? I know cash. I know what fake cash feels like. Bruh gave me a fake 20, bruh. And literally, y'all know I'm not about that life. I'm literally about to pay cash with a fake 20 into my McDonald's instincts kicked in. So it was just the magnitude of that equation. So not only that, let me check the chat out. Big Todd in the chat. What's up? We're talking about, is it okay to protect your peace? Or do you call that being immature? If you like ghost someone if they do you wrong, is that being immature? Or you think it's okay to protect your peace? So back to bruh at McDonald's that sent me that text today. So after he gave me that fake 20, obviously I confronted him. And then he was like, well, you can't make this a big deal because I'm on probation, which I didn't. A couple weeks had passed and I went to count the safe at McDonald's. Bro was putting fake, fake money in the safe. So when you message me and you talking about, do you remember me? How are you doing? I'm automatically going to protect my peace. And I didn't, for the longest time, I didn't know that's what that was. I thought that me just ignoring people, it was just me saying, bro, I'm not gonna deal with the bull. I'm just gonna save my energy. And that goes back to yesterday's story. Big Ty, what you said, how long you been live for? Bro, I don't even know. I'm using a new streaming app and I thought I was live for a few minutes, but it's cool because I come harder when I do my second wave of lives. But yeah, so that even goes back to my yesterday's live. I didn't know that was me like protecting my peace, or I call it not being immature because I'm working with a lady that's doing all kinds of weird things, like saying inappropriate things. Um, and I considered that me just standing on business. You feel me? I didn't know I was protecting boundaries. I didn't know that was the name to it. But if y'all didn't catch yesterday's live, we talked about how I worked at Amazon and there was a woman who liked me. And she didn't just come out and say she liked me. She would do these things. During this time, me and my husband had separated. We wound up getting back together. But while we were separate, me and this girl hung out. We wound up like going, out to eat as friends. And she would say weird things like, our waiter thinks we're a couple. Or she would say, like, I remember one day we went out to eat. I don't know. We were at a Mexican restaurant. My homegirl came in, my real life best friend. Didn't know she was going to be there. And the girl that, likes me, I call it, she was gay for me. The girl that was gay for me was like, your friend seemed like she mad. Like, you think she's jealous because she thinks we're together? And I'm just like, bruh, like, we're not together and I don't even like you like that. But like I said, I had to ultimately cut her off. And I don't see it as me being like rude. I see it as me. I don't see it as me being immature by me choosing not to speak to you. So moving forward with that lady at Amazon, I had to just come in and stonewall her and act like she never existed. So that brings me to the question: have you guys ever stood on business? How you staying light skinned in this heat, bruh? I work night shifts, so I work night shifts, so I'm not getting enough sunlight. I'm not getting enough sunlight. That's how I stay light skinned. But Big Ty, you have anything regarding the topic of the discussion? Are you familiar with the topic of the discussion? Have is blocking some if is blocking someone protecting your peace, or do you consider it being immature? We're doing live call-ins. Let me do the disclaimer. That number is not my personal number. So if you want to call in and give a story of how you think it is being immature or not being immature by standing your ground, by protecting your peace, call the line 813-485-5549. All right, Ty, call because, bro, I'm going to try to get it working because, sometimes I'm working through the kinks. I'm working through the kinks. But yeah, just call the number and hopefully it should ring my real phone number. So let me know your story, Ty. Hopefully it works. All right, guys. Stay tuned. We got Big Ty calling here in a minute. Did you already call, Ty? Dang, boy. Oh no, you didn't call? That's something else. That's something else. I was about to say, dang, I was fast. But yeah, call in. We having call-ins. Let me know, is it being immature by protecting your peace, or if you have a story of where you chose to protect your peace instead of being immature, let me know. Call that number 485-813-485-5549. Ty, I'm looking for you to call, bruh. I'm checking, I'm working through the kinks on the call-ins, but I'm interested in your story. What you got? What you got? What you got? Guys, so the topic of discussion is blocking someone consider protecting your peace. All right, Ty, I got you coming in, homie. Hopefully this works. Um, is it gonna let me just answer like that? What up? You in there? I don't think it's I don't think it's hooked up to the thing, but go ahead. Go ahead.
To the line, let me see. Hold on. You can hear it, but it's like. Hold on. Hello.
Yeah.
All right. What topic you talking about? Because I see it say beta
Bruh,
hour.
I need you to call and be ready when you call. You gotta be ready.
I am ready. It seems like you was talking about some kind of. I don't know what you talking about, but know, before you said something about petty hour, but I'm gonna get it. All
Yeah.
right.
So the topic is, do you think protecting your peace is considered being immature? Yes or no? And if you have a story where you had to protect your peace instead of like stooping to the levels of being petty.
All right. Word. Okay. Yeah, protecting your peace is not immature. There was a situation when I was working at Dollar General for a contract work, and I was staying at a different hotel from my ex. Well, my ex rode with me to the job, and I dropped her off at her site and went on to my site. So at the end of the 2 weeks, I had to go pick her up. No, I could have picked her up on Friday, but she told me to drive through Thursday night to go pick her up. So I came by on Thursday night, got in the hotel room and everything. She was staying by herself. You were supposed to team up. And she proceeds to tell me that she got a guy coming over. And I was like, what?
Mm.
She said, yeah, can you leave the room for an hour or two? I said, all right, bet, I'm going to leave. And I asked her, hey, can I get your debit card real quick? I'm hungry, you know what I'm saying? I ain't really trying to spend no money.
Mm-hmm.
And so I proceed to take her debit card, go to the ATM machine, take out $40, bring her card back, put it on her dual car, filled my car up, and went home. I left her ass there. You ain't gonna play me like that, bitch.
Dang.
Yeah, so she didn't text me back to like 5 o'clock that morning, talking about where I was at. What you mean, man? I'm at the crib. I had drove 4 or 5 hours to get home because we was like in Alabama. I was there in Georgia. So yeah, I took a little money and went home.
Damn,
That's
man.
the money. That's the money she's gonna give me anyway for bringing her back to the crib. But you ain't gonna sit here and lay up with somebody else while I'm just being a jackass sitting in the car somewhere. Like, no, bro, I'm gonna go. I ain't gonna play with you like that.
I will definitely say you chose not to be petty. That was very mature of you of handling that way.
Oh, taking the money was petty. That was her money. Shit.
I mean, the whole situation, you could have been more petty, is what I'm trying to say. You chose not to be as petty as you could have been. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
But I
I feel like
appreciate you.
taking her money. Her money was a little I don't know what's up.
I,
But
I appreciate you calling in, man. I appreciate you. Thank you for calling. Hey, shout out your channel real fast so people can search you.
my channel is Big Ties 7.62, like the gun bullet. 7.62. You know about guns? Big Ties 7.62. Word.
Word. Thank you for calling in, homie. Y'all, so y'all seen what Big Ty said. I don't know if y'all heard him. I'm still trying to get the mic situation under control. He said that he was dating a female. He drove out of state. He was doing some kind of contract work, and he went to her hotel, and she said, "Could you come back in an hour because I have a guy coming over?" So he was like, he asked her if I can I use your debit card so I can go get me something to eat? He said that he took out $40, gave her card back, and left. So yeah, that's definitely a topic for discussion for petty hour when he chose not to be petty. He could have been pettier. Yeah, he said he was petty by taking the money, but he definitely could have been pettier, guys. But that's all I really got for you guys today, man. I just wanted to hop on here and tell my story about how there was a guy that I haven't spoke to in years resurfaced asking how you doing and how I had to block him, chose to be petty. You know what I'm saying? It's really me being immature and protecting my peace because I could have stepped and be pettier, but I chose to not be as petty as I could have been. But guys, I appreciate you coming in and pulling up on your girl today for Petty Hour. We will be live again next Wednesday with a new topic. So make sure you guys pull up on me. If you don't know, I'm going to leave it in the description box. Guys, book your confident, get your confidence ebooks where I teach you how to be confident on camera, off camera, and I also do one-on-one boundary classes because a lot of these stories I'm talking about, it's about how I had to set some kind of standards, how I had to stand on business and not allow people to disrespect me. So if you're trying to develop the same characteristics, because you don't have to let people treat you how you don't want to be treated. This mic, these headphones, oh my God, they distract me. You don't have to be you don't have to be treated the way that you don't want to be treated. And I teach you how I had to learn to establish boundaries. So check the description box below. You guys know I love you. I miss you. I dropped a video today. Make sure y'all check it out. It's about the boy, I've been doing so many videos, I can't even think of it. It's about the dark side of YouTube that nobody talks about. But guys, I love you. Making sure nobody else is in the chat. I miss you. I can't wait to see you guys soon.